but none of my first one, if I read it.
So you must get up. Are we ready? Are we ready?
I'm ready for some happy music.
Yeah, we need a little.
I'm gonna play a little happy.
I need a little happy music, please.
I'm gonna play a little
Okay.
happy music.
Quiet Sunday today.
Yeah, I guess people doing Father's Day, so,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
yeah.
Yes. You know, Americans should start having holidays when they don't come on Father's Day, and they don't come on Mother's Day.
Yeah, yeah. I know just how it is.
I don't have any,
I can start happy music a little early.
Oh, the program. Agenda, yeah.
Let's do it this way. That's better.
Good morning. Now we're awake. That was great.
Okay.
It's wonderful, thank you. Welcome to UUCCn, the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Central Nassau. My name is Valerie Litt, and I'm proud to serve as a trustee on our board of directors. I didn't say president this time, right? Yeah, or queen, whatever. Okay. Welcome to Bambi Galore, who is today's speaker. Welcome back to UUCCn, Bambi.
We're glad to see you.
She is joined by musical director Michael Sansonio. If you are new here, please know that this is a welcoming congregation, a special community that supports one another on our spiritual journey. We are people worshiping together from many paths who are brave, curious, and compassionate thinkers and doers. We are here to help one another do the difficult work of seeking meaning, acting for justice, living with integrity, and walking with one another in peace and love. We hope that this hour, set apart from daily concerns, will renew our spirits, strengthen our love for one another, and embolden us to bring reconciliation wherever we find division. It is good to be together.
Hello, hello, welcome. Come all who have gathered here today to share in life. We are here as a community, we are here as individuals, and may we take this time to take away that individuality and come together as a whole. I would love to ask for Dave. Do we know where he is?
No, but do you want me to light this one?
If Val wants to be our co-fire expert, I would love for you to come up and light the chalice. We light this chalice not as a symbol of a guiding light, but as a symbol of the light that is within all of us. The light of life, the light of connection, the light that brings us together here and always. May we carry this light in us as we go through this service. Now we will now do our acknowledgements.
I'm now going to read the land acknowledgement. We are here on the ancestral lands of America. We were put upon Turtle Island to be caretakers, to gather in a good way, to be with Earth's children in all of their forms, those of the land, the water, and air. Let this land acknowledgement be the beginning of our return to unity. Let us be guardians of the waters, air, and earth, the four-legged, the flyers, the swimmers, the crawlers, the mammal people, and the green. Let us be the guardians of harmony and kindness.
I now ask you to stand in spirit and body however you feel moved as we sing our first hymn, 360 in the great hymnal, Here We Have Gathered. peace candle, I ask that we hold space in our hearts and in our minds for all the children who currently live in a world where they do not know peace, where they do not know humanity, and yet they still believe in it. They still believe in the kindness. They still dream of a better tomorrow. And may we hope that they will see that peace someday. We will now share in the affirmation of our shared Unitarian values. If you are here with us, they are on the back of your program. Love is at the heart of our values.
We promise to live our values every day with love at the center of all things.
Equity is the value of our inclusive community.
We believe in the inherent worthiness of all.
Interdependence teaches us we are all connected.
We will only be made whole when we live as co-inhabitants of the world.
Justice is essential for peace and building a beloved community.
We will work to dismantle racism and other oppressions in ourselves and in our institutions.
Generosity expresses compassion, gratitude, and hope.
We will offer our faith, ourselves, and our resources.
Pluralism encourages respect for diverse beliefs.
And allows us to be curious as we learn from one another.
Transformation allows us to adapt to an ever-changing world.
We are evolving and growing. We are never perfect.
You will now be doing the offering. Val, would you like to share with us?
It is time for our offering of Thanksgiving. Thank you for your support of UUCCn. Your pledges, donations, and volunteering sustain our congregation as we are 100% dependent upon our members, friends, and guests. Please give today when the ushers pass the collection plate in a minute, or you can use a credit card on our website, uuccn.org. One of our traditions is to share our Sunday collection plate with another organization whose work aligns with our values and principles. For the month of June, we support Cabrini Immigration Services of New York, whose mission is to empower immigrants, their families, and their communities through education, access to essential services, civic participation, and community building, and works to build a more inclusive and just society. Please help with this important work by giving today. If you are giving by check, please write Share the Plate June on the memo line. Thank you again for all you do to support our congregation. We are truly grateful and truly blessed by the generosity of our community.
I would love to now, actually before I go into that, because I see all your familiar faces and for some reason I still feel nervous, like, oh no, they're not gonna like me, and I'm not gonna like you and everything. Keep inviting me back, chill out.
Exactly.
And so with that, I would love to invite you to stand, raise, however, we are a small enough group, I feel we can probably hear each other. But if you have any joys and concerns that you would like
hard for him because this is the second Father's Day without my brother. He died of colon cancer. And for all the dads who've lost a child ever, especially those in Gaza and those separated by deportation policies.
Yesterday, we spent a nice afternoon at Dave's niece's house where she was celebrating various fathers in the family. Dave included, and her father, which is his brother, my stepfather. So it was a lovely get-together, and we were very pleased to share it with all the men in the family.
And we also participated in the march in
Nassau County.
Nassau County.
Yeah.
And it was a really great turnout, and there was so much spirit from the people. You could feel it, and it was genuinely, I felt like all the times that I've spent like worrying about the Trump business and stuff like that, I felt like I could voice myself in front of these people and felt welcome. And it makes a difference in your brain that you think that way, because if you don't, you just get locked into yourself and whatever's happening.
Well,
It was a good demonstration.
building on that, I didn't see
Oh,
you.
you were there too.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the Garden City community, you know, because word came down, which turned out to not be true, or maybe the rain kept them away, that the Proud Toddlers were going to infiltrate the Manhattan March and attack the police and make it seem like, you know, marchers were attacking the police. So I went looking for another march to join. And Mason said, well, there's one that starts at the Garden City Courthouse. And yeah, it was wet, but it was joyful, you know?
And big.
What's a big,
Yay for
big
your
crowd?
community. Hooray.
Yes, that was great.
2,000.
I would like to ask us now to take some time, put yourself in whatever position you feel comfortable in when sharing your thoughts and energy with the world. To that which is above, below, within, throughout, and around us. May we take this time to remember those who have spent their lives raising children, who have spent their lives being role models to them, who have lifted them up. May we hold space for those who have lost those children, and for the children who have lost those adults, those men in their lives, be them fathers, be them uncles, be them brothers, but the role models who helped to show them what life could be for those children who have lost those fathers as well. May we hold them in our hearts. May we remember that community is what we bring, and that community can be found even on the rainy streets. That we often are created in a world that makes us feel so alone, but yet when we take the time to go out into those rainy streets, we can see that there is community, that there are others that feel like we do, who make us feel a little less crazy in a world that every day is unprecedented. So we lift up our community. We lift up those who raise us, who teach us how to be strong, who teach us what masculinity is without toxicity. To those that show us what it is to be a man, whoever they are, be them a brother, be them an uncle, be them a father. And may we always lift up those who are going to be our future. Val has some announcements for us, please.
Andy, thanks for acknowledging the men folk. I think sometimes they don't get enough credit. I did this, my own personal thing, so thank you. Okay. I have a few announcements. Please join us following the service for Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is what what we call the conversation, fellowship, and sharing of food that follows Sunday service. If you would like to help with a future Sweet Tooth, there's a sign-up sheet in the kitchen, or speak with Anita Coddington. Try out your new recipes, guys. We'll be your guinea pigs. We'll let you know if you can serve it at your next dinner party. We'll give you honest feedback. Please mark your calendar for our Juneteenth celebration on Sunday, June 29th. The service will also celebrate our minister, Reverend Petra Toms, and her husband, Bernie Toms' 45th wedding anniversary. Please join for this special day. UUCCn's book club meets next on Thursday, June 26th at 8 p.m. on Zoom. The book for June is Authentic Selves, celebrating trans and non-binary people and their families. Interviews by Peggy Gillespie. The book for the July meeting on July 31st is The Message by Todd Nahisi Coates. The Stewardship Pledge campaign for 2025-2026 is underway. All members should have received a rack card and a donation envelope in the mail. If you did not receive one, there are some on the visitors table in the back. To be a member in good standing, you have to make a financial commitment to support UUCCn. If you have any questions or concerns, please speak to me or another board member. To all members and friends who have made a pledge or donation, thank you for your support. The summer is fast approaching. We wouldn't know it today, but yeah, it's fast approaching. Every summer, the congregational year takes a formal break and moves into a slower pace. Spiritual growth continues all year round, even though we may be more relaxed. We invite you to share what is in your heart and on your mind by leading or coordinating a summer service. There are many topics to choose from. Our Unitarian Universalist faith, world religions, poetry, or the arts are all good examples of what's possible. We will work with you to create something that we can all appreciate and enjoy. A special appeal to those who have never led a service before. We like you, we'll support you, don't worry. Don't worry. Take a chance, lead a conversation, share favorite poems or readings, share a passion, talk about something you've learned about your heritage or another culture. Tell us about a new hobby or interest you've developed. Show a video or slides in lieu of a more formal service. This is an opportunity for us to deepen our relationships with each other, to have fun, and to work with each other in new ways. There is a place for everyone. And Michael Sansania, Director of Music, provides coordinating music for each service. We will provide you with a draft order of service as a guideline, but it may be changed to suit the topic and format that makes the most sense for you. Elizabeth Gonzalez can help with any questions you may have. That's it for announcements.
All right. So let's see. First verse and the music is by Phil Oakes. Oh, I am just a student, sir, and I only want to learn. But it's hard to read through the rising smoke of the books that you like to burn. So I'd like to make a promise, I'd like to make a vow. When I've got something to say, sir, I'm gonna say it now. It's such a lovely party, with lots of lovely folk. So how can you stand and talk that type of artful joke? These people are my friends, and it's a thing I won't allow. When I've got something to say, sir, I'm gonna say it now. I know you pay me every week, and you control my job. Do you think that means you can speak like a hate-filled racist slob? There's things worth more than money, it will not make me bow. When I've got something to say, sir, I'm gonna say it now. There's those who act like troglodytes who just stepped out of caves, and still we're told we must make nice and above all not make waves. But with human worth and dignity, all people are endowed. When I've got something to say, sir, I'm gonna say it now. do not care for anyone but the rich ones and the banks. And you think that you can scare us with marines and planes and tanks? Our voices won't be silent. Our voices will be loud. When we've got something to say, sir, we're going to say it now.
To Val's point, it is not as scary up here as I make it seem. I also feel like it's only fair, since it is Pride Month, to mention that you would never know by how nervous I get up here that I actually host drag shows. You wouldn't expect that because I act so scared during public speaking, but you throw a wig on me and all of a sudden I'm fine in front of all my. I have to remember that for next time. I'm sure when you read the theme of today's sermon, some sort of emotion came over you. You probably felt concerned or amused, or questioned if it was worth getting up early on a Sunday morning when there's so much else you could have been doing than to come here and hear this. Well, to be honest with you, when the topic came to me, I too wasn't sure what to feel. It's a strange statement, but not one that gives you the automatic warm fuzzies, but it's honest. And maybe that's what kept me from heading back out the door after reading it, or the fact that it's raining outside and you're like, I'm already here, so I might as well stay. Maybe it's the exact reason why you decided to stay here, because you know community is annoying. Now, sometimes I have these thoughts that come to me that feel so clear in my head, so neat and concise, and I think, that's it, that's the whole sermon. And for today, the thought was, community is annoying. The end, boom, mic drop, sermon's over. Except it's not that easy. What does it actually mean to say community is annoying? Is it a complaint, a joke, a confession? And more importantly, does it matter? Or could it actually be one of the most integral parts about community itself? That's where I want us to wander in thought today. A quick note though, if I may. I'm going to be speaking from a mostly American perspective because that's what has shaped me. But I know that it is not the only lens out there. I know that it is not the only culture, and I know that it is not the only way that things are done, and it is definitely not the only way things should be done. But still, here in America, we have built our world around something other than community. We've built our world around individualism. From the time we are kids, we are told, be the best, stand out from the crowd, don't follow, lead, be the main character, grind till you make it. We often praise the MVPs more than we do the teams they play on. We chase solo success, and we do it often at the expense of others. But you know what? The world makes it really, really easy to have that individualism and to stay isolated from each other. Like, why even leave the house? You want tacos? You can get tacos delivered, photo proof and everything, no talking required. Groceries? You can get them without ever having to thump another melon. You don't even have to check the milk expiration date anymore. Everything is designed for ease, and that's not all bad. I myself use Fluff and Fold for my laundry because it gives me more time with my child, and that's worth it to me. But every time we choose ease, we are trading something, and often what we are trading is connection, contact, community. So here's the real question. Look at me burying the lead. Do we even want community anymore? Or have we decided it's not worth the trouble? Because let's be honest, community is trouble. It's inconvenient, it asks us to slow down, it interrupts our plans, it challenges our opinions, it gets messy, and it is annoying. Why? Because people are annoying. I can be annoying. You probably can be too. The truth is, we all can be because we are human. I have recently felt this truth in my bones. I'm going to share a little with myself, be a little vulnerable if I may. Since the beginning of this year, I have found myself going through a sudden and unplanned divorce. This has caused me the need to process a lot. Like a lot. I've needed to talk, to vent, to cry, to repeat myself, to circle the same stories over and over again. It has been exhausting, honestly, and I've even gotten sick of myself. But my friends, my communities, they have not left me, no matter how annoying I have been these past few months. And I'm not just talking about my chosen family, my ride or die friends. I'm talking about the community like the one we are in right now, my church community. People who I spend maybe 3 hours a week with at most. People who only have a small window into my life, yet they have shown up at that window, willing to be there for whatever part I need to show them during those 3 hours we are together. They haven't backed away when I was annoying. They leaned in. They loved me anyways. And that's community. That's what it means to be human together. Okay, let's pause and really ask, what is community? Is it the people who live near us? Because I don't know my neighbors. I truly do not know the name of the people who live next door to me. I hear their music playing, I like their music, have no idea what their names are. Is it the people that we see every day? The ones who bag our groceries or check us in at the gym? Maybe, but often those interactions are paid. It's a service being going on. So what is it? Maybe it's the people we sit next to in church. The people we choose to show up with. The ones who don't always think like us, or vote like us, or parent like us, but who show up still because something deeper calls us to gather. Community isn't clean. It isn't curated. It's not a highlight reel. It is real. And real means conflict. Real means misunderstandings. Real means discomfort. Sometimes we say everyone is welcome, but what we really mean is everyone like me is welcome. We surround ourselves with people cut from the same cloth. And if someone shows up with a different thread woven into their cloth, we toss out the whole fabric. But here's the thing. The world is made up of gray fabric. Not black, not white, just a whole lot of gray. And maybe when we look closer, we'll see that we all have a little bit more gray threads in our own weaving than we realize. And this beautiful blended messiness, this connection across differences, that's what the systems out there don't want us to do. That's why we focus on such a world of independence and isolation. Because it's why they don't want us sitting next to people on the bus. They don't want us taking public transportation. They don't want us rubbing legs next to each other. It's why the other has to be kept at arm's length. Because once you share space, once you laugh, once you cry, once you listen, it's so much harder to dehumanize someone. It's so much harder to say they don't belong here. And that's why community, even annoying community, is revolutionary. So here's the twist at the end of all of this. Community is annoying. We know this now, but it's not a flaw. It's a feature. Because it is in the annoyance that we are challenged. It is in the inconvenience that we grow. It's in the mess that we are made holy. We don't become better people alone. We become better people together, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. When I was growing up as a military brat, there was one song, one simple, powerful song that always told me I had found my people. If I started to hum or sing it softly and someone else would join in, I knew I was probably safe with them. Because that song, it wasn't about perfection. It's not about never needing help. It's about about what we can do for each other. It says, call on me when you need a friend. Lean on me. That's community, even when it's annoying, especially when it's annoying. So yes, community is annoying, but it is also necessary, it is beautiful, and it is sacred. It is where we are reminded that we are not alone, that our humanity is not something to hide, but something to share. Let's be the kind of people who stay, who keep showing up, who allow others to be annoying, who allow ourselves to be annoying. Because at the end of the day, we all need someone to lean on. Blessed be. We will now be closing with our turquoise hymn. Hymn 1201.
If you need the hymn,
If you
you
need it.
might not need it, and then your hands will be open, right? And you can, do the clap thing too. But for now, let's just start with the singing. 2, 3, 4. Sometime in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we don't look there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those other needs that you won't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem and you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
As we come to the end of our time here right now, remember there are sweet treats to have. There is still time to gather. But as you go out into the world, carry the flame of life within you, and may you recognize the flame of life in others. Find your community, be community. Blessed be.
I'm going to sing a completely indulgent Father's Day song. Completely indulgent and personal because it's not a Father's Day song to anyone except me and my 2 sisters, and they're not here right now. was my dad and my Uncle Frank, not really my uncle, but my father's performing partner, were the vocalists for the Cliff Stewart Borough Lounge Boys on Coral Records, same record label as Buddy Holly, but there's no indication that Buddy ever heard this record. And this was probably their best known song, or the one that, got the most chart action. Uncle Frank hit a high A flat at the end. I can barely croak out a C, but I'm much older than he was when he sang it, and much bigger too. Frank was about 5'1". So I'm going to start with the exact same piano riff that's on the record. Redhead. Everybody loves redhead. Redhead. She's my best gal. She's my little pal. When she's walking down the street on her two dainty little feet, fascinating, hesitating. She's a gal I'll soon be making. And when I look into the two big eyes of blue, I know that to her I'll always be true. I love my redhead. Everybody loves redhead. I'll tell the world that she's my best gal.
So when you got up and said, like me, like me, Sally Field. Oh. I have to keep reminding, keep reminding you back.
Thank you so
Because
much.
they do enjoy you. I have to keep reminding myself.
I knew I didn't have to worry about the. I knew I didn't have to worry about the posing him with you. I was like, oh, it's gonna be good.